Welcome to Petty Details, where we skip down a tree-lined lane of conversation on subjects from music to history and everything in between. Join Meg and Monica in our quest for nuggets of knowledge on all kinds of different subjects. Our journey will drop some petty details on you that you didn't know you needed to know until now. All right, hello everybody.
Woo
Welcome
woo.
to Petty Details with my crew, Monica and Cam.
Hello.
What's up?
So today we are talking about some history and shit.
History and shit. I love it. Yes.
One of my favorite times of the year is coming
Mac
up.
and cheese, eggs and bacon, history and shit.
History.
Yes,
You know.
they just go together.
Of course.
It's like shit on a shingle. Do you guys remember eating that when you were a kid?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in forever.
All right. So one of my favorite parts of the year, times of the year, is coming up. St. Patrick's Day.
Really? I had no idea that's what you were dressed for, Meg.
I know. I got my little hat taped
I'm
on.
not sure if
everything.
it was the hat or the clover necklace that
Yeah,
gave
I
it
got
away.
my 2 clover necklaces on. This one I caught at the New Orleans parade. Yeah. What do you have on, Cam?
Yeah. I have the good luck Care Bear.
Yes.
Got a rep. He's
I dig
just
it.
Isn't that
chilling
Lucky
there.
Bear? Is that its name?
Lucky
Monica?
Bear, something
Yeah,
like
I think
that.
so. Possibly.
Yeah. Monica?
I'm just sporting green.
Hey, it counts.
That's the best I could do today.
That's all right. So I have my green bear.
Very nice. I like it.
This is one of my favorite toys ever. Are you ready?
Yes. That is now our mascot. I'm sorry, but that's now our
He's got a little
mascot.
hat. That's cute.
Yeah, our little rubber chicken.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I think he
He's
needs to
looking
now
both
sit
ways.
behind you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's great.
I
I
think he
love
now
him.
needs to sit behind you and just sort of be our resident
Be there.
rubber chicken
Yeah,
in the background.
He will be, I promise. So I got a couple of friends born on St. Patrick's Day. So shout out to them. You know who you are.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And so I have to tell you a story. Cam, you don't know the story. Monica does.
Do I?
Now
I'm intrigued.
So my
Do
whole
you
life,
remember?
yeah, my whole life I was told, yep, family's mainly from Ireland, from the County Mayo, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like strong into St. Patrick's Day, as you can see. Got my favorite Irish song, like I'm into it. And then I get my DNA results back from one of those ancestry places.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm only 10% Irish. I'm like,
Bruh.
right,
Those
Those
remember-
things crush dreams.
it crushed
Yeah, no,
dreams.
Absolutely.
I remember the day that she got her results. She called me and she's like, no. No. I do not accept this reality.
I was so
Right.
upset.
Yes.
So it turns out I'm 50% Scottish.
Woohoo.
There you go.
Yeah. Not only that,
Close, but not
Not
the
quite.
mark.
Not
we don't
close
have our own
enough.
holiday, right? So then,
Right.
not only that, but my favorite Irish song, I find out, no, that's Scottish too.
Oh no.
I was like,
Oh.
son of a biscuit. I was not happy.
Oh.
Love to my
Crushed
Scottish
dreams left and
people,
right.
but yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of a crushed dream.
They
But
tried to tell you.
I still love St. Patrick's Day. I can't claim it as I once did, but now I have to find out who the patron saint of Scotland is. So there you go. Future
Maybe one of
episode. We're gonna
maybe
make
one of
our
our
own
listeners
holiday.
knows.
We're
Yeah.
gonna make our own Scottish holiday.
For
There you go.
Patron saint
We'll
of
get that
Scotland.
taken care of.
Yes. Okay,
Maybe
so
one of our listeners knows that information.
yes, please tell us if you guys know who the patron saint of Scotland is.
Or we could just do like Mary, Queen of Scots. I feel like she's got some lore.
Oh, she's got some lore
Oh,
for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
All right, so tell me, what do you know about St. Patrick?
Didn't he drive snakes out of
Chase the
Ireland?
snakes off of Ireland. I don't know how he did it, but he
I
did
don't
it.
either.
Is that
into
all
the
we
water,
got?
maybe?
He
Uh,
shipped them all off. I have no idea. I honestly have no idea.
Oh, Amazon.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Amazon.
Yes.
He's the creator of Amazon. Yes.
Prime shipping right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's pretty much the same as me. Didn't know dick about St. Patrick.
Okay. Fair.
Right.
I mean, I
But
don't think many Americans truly do.
no, I don't think we do either, but I'm going to educate y'all today. So
Ooh,
we
you
are
get
going to go
educated, huh?
in the Wayback
Mhm.
Machine
Woohoo! I love our Wayback Machine. It's the
to
best.
the 5th century.
Whoa.
Yeah, we're going way, way back.
That
I
far
hope
back,
we
damn.
I hope we charged up the Wayback Machine.
Seriously.
Jeez.
We will
Oh
get
my
back into the
gosh.
present, I promise.
Yeah.
Yeah. We make it halfway.
Right.
We're like, oh,
And we're
Ah,
stuck.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad.
Mhm.
We'll end up, in the plague times or something.
Oh, geez.
oh no.
So,
Like, do it once, don't do it
all right,
again.
so we're in the 5th century. And we don't know exact dates on this. These are like roundabout. I'm not gonna like really throw out any dates. They're all over the
Right.
place.
It's a rough estimate. Okay,
It's
cool.
a rough estimate.
They're not
yeah.
Take it.
documented
Yeah.
No.
on. It's
No.
not like they're uploading TikToks.
No.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
further
what
back
we
than that.
have is like some of his writings where he references certain things,
Mhm.
and so that's how people are able to say, "Oh, it's around this time."
Right, right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So what we do know is that he was born in maybe Britain, somewhere around the time that the Romans ruled, and that was coming to an end.
Okay.
Okay.
But nobody is exactly sure where he's from because he's like referencing places that don't exist anymore. Most people say it's from Britain, but there might be a Scottish tie-in here because there have been a
Hey.
couple of sources
Oh.
that say he might have been born in Scotland.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I may be claiming St. Patrick anyway.
He
What
might
I
be
do
your-
know is that he was
he
not
might
born
be
in
your
Ireland.
patron saint after all.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Okay, but as I said, we do have some of his written works that describe some of the following stuff. Remember, this is him saying this. So I'm pretty sure he takes some liberties, but we're going with it, okay?
Oh. Yeah, I mean you could write whatever you want about yourself, honestly.
Yeah,
Heck
pretty
yeah.
much. Okay, so here's what we know. Or we think we know. His dad was like a tax collector, senator, kind of civil servant kind of guy, and a deacon.
Okay.
His grandfather was a priest. And he's got kind of a normal, like mid to upper class childhood, we think. Nothing really sticks out. There's not a whole lot out there about it. And although he grew up in a religious family, he didn't really embrace it. So he's probably that kid that you find in every family that finds every excuse to get out of going to church.
Mhm.
This is Patrick when he's a kid growing up.
Okay.
Okay,
Huh.
until he's about 16 and he gets kidnapped by Irish pirates.
Hidden so much drama. My
Yeah.
goodness.
Irish pirates is a crazy phrase.
It is.
The imagery there is
That's a band name.
mind-boggling.
I feel like that
It
should
is
be
a
a band name.
Mm-hmm.
Irish Pirates.
Irish pirates. So he is a slave for about 6 years. And apparently this is the time that he's like able to get into Christianity, and he really went like hard on the Lord. So this is kind of like one of those, he, went to prison and all of a sudden converted
Okay.
Right.
kind of things.
Fair.
So he's in Ireland, but he's learning about the Irish culture because he's there. He's learning the language, stuff like that. And he's working as a shepherd, an enslaved shepherd, but he's still a shepherd. And all of a sudden he hears this voice. He has this like vision telling him that he's going to go home soon. So he runs away from his master and he ends up on this boat. He ends up back in Britain. And then he has to walk through the wilderness for 28 days, starving.
28 days. That's
Jeez.
huh. It's an oddly specific number.
Yeah.
It was February.
It was
Yes.
February.
Well,
Unless it
that's
was
true.
the 4th year, yeah.
Unless
There
it
you
was
go.
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so he's starving and he's praying the whole time that he's not gonna starve to death. And all of a sudden he comes across a herd of wild boar. And
Okay.
he's saved.
By the boar.
We have to kill these boar.
Yeah, he's got to kill him
They
and
take
stuff.
him in.
But
Yeah.
I figure that's like a skill that you got in the 5th century is you can kill
I
your
guess.
own
You
boar.
can, yeah, I would imagine. Although I don't know. Wild boars. They're pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
At least
if
the one
God's gonna
side.
give you wild boar, he's not gonna like have you killed by the wild boar, right?
One would hope.
He's made them timid. Timid wild
Yeah.
boar, of course.
There you
He's
go.
a timid boar.
There you go.
So obviously he's saved. And then he ends up kind of like running around Britain for a while. He goes back home in his 20s. And he's like tooling around Britain for a few years, doing his priest thing, when he gets another vision.
Ooh.
And in this vision,
Oh gosh.
like this mail carrier, basically, dude, comes and gives him a letter.
The
And it
postman.
says, yes,
The postal service.
please, Mr. Postman.
Bring me a dream.
Bring me
Oh
a
wait,
vision.
that's Sandman.
Wrong song.
I know.
All right,
Yes.
so this letter says, the voice of the Irish. And then he thinks he hears these voices from Ireland saying, we appeal to you, holy servant boy, to come and walk among us.
Hey.
Okay.
Usually hearing
Alright.
voices is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Just gonna throw that out
Right.
there.
This is a good thing. This is a good
Okay,
thing because
okay.
he's gonna, you know, he's gonna run with this. So,
Yeah.
there are some historians though who say that he actually like asked the church to go back, and that it wasn't a vision, but
Oh, like he asked for permission, like he
Mhm.
initiated
Yeah.
it and wanted to go? Gotcha.
he was like, "Hey, I want to go be
Yeah.
a missionary," and they're like, "Okay, cool." But no, that's not what he writes. So he has this vision, and this prompts Patrick to head back to Ireland as this missionary, and then he later on becomes a bishop. Okay. Now, here's the thing, is that when he heads back to Ireland, he is apparently not welcomed with open arms right away. Shocker. As most missionaries are not.
Or not.
So he
Right.
has to leave and like go to this other port where they're a little bit more friendly.
Ah,
And his plan is to convert people and baptize a bunch of people. That's his whole plan.
missionaries. Yeah.
So he's over
Yeah.
there, he's converting people, he's ordaining new priests. But he says that this wasn't always easy. He's not accepting gifts from the wealthy, and that's pissing people off. And he says he's having to pay all these bills, right? Like he has to pay for the sons of some of the chiefs to accommodate him on these travels. And he's being beaten and he's being put in jail and, you know, he's being persecuted. But
Harassed.
yes, there is
Mhm.
also something about how he pisses somebody off by excommunicating them because they took some of
Oh.
Patrick's converts in as slaves. Okay.
Oh.
That
Now
would
this
get you
comes around
excommunicated.
later because then somehow, surprise, Patrick ends up on trial for some kind of financial crimes, like white collar misappropriating funds
Like
kind of thing.
Fraud.
Yeah. So this is
Dang.
where a lot of these stories come from, is this kind of book he writes about, hey, this is all the stuff
Mhm.
I've gone through and I wasn't taking money from kings and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, let me
Except-
plead my case, please.
Exactly.
Except low key,
That's
I
exactly
was.
what it is. Yeah. So we don't know if he was taking money and using it for his own gains or not, but that's what he gets put on trial for. But I can't find anything that says like what happened.
Oh.
So
Dang. No 5th century book log of trial.
We
No.
don't have-
no,
Damn.
there's no court
Don't-
TV on this. I'm sure that there is something out there that says
Nobody's
it.
posting to Facebook and updating
No.
it. Gosh,
Mm-mm.
come on, what's
There's
wrong
no
with these
Nancy
people?
Grace on this, so
Darn it, Nancy Grace.
yeah. So I'm sure that somebody knows what happened, but I don't. Now here's where the legends come in, okay? And this is stuff that Patrick does not write about. This is stuff that just like is written about him.
Okay.
Okay. So one of which is the shamrock that is associated with Patrick. And, you know, if you see pictures of him, which let me show you a picture. Are you ready?
Yep.
This is a very
Yeah. He's not gonna look like what we thought.
No, he's gonna look exactly like you thought. This is
Yes.
St. Patrick.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
This
That's what I thought, actually.
right? Exactly. So this is baby's first St. Patrick's Day book. And it says the day is named after Ireland's patron saint, St. Patrick. He lived long ago. That is all you need to know.
Oh,
So there you
I
go.
want to know how you got that fifth century picture of him.
right.
Yeah.
Where'd you
The
find
artist,
that?
the artist just passed it down
In
from
stone.
generation to generation.
An artist rendition of
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
He sat for his portrait.
as you can see, he's holding the shamrock, right?
Oh
That's
yeah.
his thing.
Right.
Okay, so this was apparently because he was teaching the savages the idea of the Holy Trinity by using the three-leaf clover.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So where does this come from, right? Well, we're not sure if this is really the case, although it could be, but we don't know that because the first real recording of this is on coins that are minted in the 1680s.
Huh.
Oh.
So none of this shows up until the 1680s, but it's totally possible because, you know, it was kind of a symbol back in the day, but
Right.
so that's where the shamrock pops up. So then we've got this legend of Patrick up on this mountain and he's fasting, right? And he's being harassed by demon birds.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay. And so he banishes them into this hollow of demons by ringing a bell, which is where the St. Patrick's Day bell thing comes in.
Huh. Okay.
And or that there was a black female snake harassing him and he banished her into a mountain.
Okay.
Which brings us to the snakes that we all know about. Okay. So this is the most well-known thing about St. Patrick's is he banished these snakes from Ireland. Right. So the first mention of this is from about the late 7th century, but it doesn't mention Patrick by name.
Oh.
So it isn't until the 12th century that Patrick's name pops up with this. It's a long time.
Okay. Yeah.
He said no press.
Yeah.
Exactly. No pictures.
Yeah.
Pictures or it didn't happen.
So in this writing from the 12th century, it is said that Patrick chases the snakes into the sea after they attack him on this mountain while he's fasting.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's where that comes from. Gotcha.
I'm wondering if I mean, this is a stupid question. Are there snakes on Ireland now?
No. So the biggest problem with this whole thing is that biologists and naturalists haven't found any evidence that snakes ever existed on the island of Ireland. There's no fossils, nothing like that.
Huh.
That's cool. That's interesting.
Yeah. So he was so good at this that he banished not only the snakes, but
even
the fossils.
Yep.
Everything.
Obliterated all traces.
Out. Yes.
He said
all snakes.
Peace out, all of them.
That's right. There will be no traces
demoted.
of snakes. You will never know that they existed. So
not a snake one.
Right. So how does this guy become a saint? Right? We don't know. But it was a thing back before the 10th century to canonize people in regions. So this is what
Okay.
happened is basically he's nominated by the people.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Okay. But he's never
People's
formally
Choice Award.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But he's never formally canonized in the Catholic Church, even now.
What?
Oh, really? He's not officially a saint?
They
I mean, well,
recognize
so-
him, but no, he's not officially named by the Pope.
Okay, that's what I mean. Like, he's not,
Wow.
by today's standards, officially a saint.
Well,
That's
he
insane.
is because before the 10th century,
Oh,
they kind of grandfathered those people in.
gotcha.
Yeah, but the Pope has never
Oh.
said,
Saint Patrick.
you're going to
Saint
be a
Patrick.
Saint Patrick.
Ah,
Okay.
interesting.
That's interesting, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then we've got this March 17th thing, right? So where did this come from? Well, we think he died on March 17th at the age of 75.
Oh.
I was going to say born, but okay.
No, died.
Ah,
But this doesn't start as like a big day until about 1631 when the church decided to have a feast day for St. Patrick.
okay.
Okay.
Although there might have been and probably was a feast day prior to this, but it wasn't associated with St. Patrick until then.
Oh,
Okay.
Hmm.
So we're
Oh,
getting
yeah.
brought back to these like 1600s
yeah.
where this kind of resurfaces. Okay.
Yeah. So how are you feeling about this whole thing right now?
I'm just curious
I-
how we got to green beer. Like,
Uh,
how do you make the leap to the green beer?
yeah, the Venn diagrams don't.
I know.
They don't mix, right? Yeah.
They're not.
I feel like
connecting.
we're the Always Sunny meme where he's got the red string everywhere, but yet we
Yes,
haven't
yeah.
gotten anywhere. Really?
Well,
Right,
I
right.
think you guys are going to be surprised by some of this.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh
I'm
boy.
already surprised by some of it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So there are different answers on when the first parade in the U.S. took place. Some say it was in Boston in 1737.
Okay.
That
Some
makes
say it was in
sense.
New York.
I was gonna say Boston would make sense.
Right. Some say it was in New York about 30 years later.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready for this? I cannot make this
Oh,
up.
God.
Oh shit.
Some people say it was in Florida in the 1600s.
No.
No.
Ah.
No. I'd believe New York before I'd believe Florida.
Mhm.
I'm imagining the Florida Man meme where it's like Florida Man does parade for a guy who drove snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah.
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 They don't say his name. Nothing. It's like St. Patrick's Day.
Florida man.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. So it was really not celebrated like it is now at all
Mm.
until like the Irish start coming over to the
Okay.
US kind of thing, right?
Right.
And it's not until 1798 that green starts being the color of the day. Although some people wear
Oh.
orange instead because green symbolized Catholicism and red
Mhm.
symbolized the Protestants. So on the flag,
Yeah.
it's green, white, and orange, and that's what
Yeah.
it symbolizes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Right.
if you're wearing green, you're like Irish Catholic. If you're wearing orange, then you're Protestant.
Irish
Irish.
Protestant. Okay.
What?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
That's cool.
Yep.
Interesting.
See, I never knew that either. So
Yep.
there you go.
But you know,
Same.
orange beer doesn't look as good.
No, that's true.
So there's
Although
No.
although
No.
green beer doesn't really look appetizing, but
no. But
really
I mean,
doesn't.
it looks better than orange.
True.
I mean,
That's very
maybe
true.
I don't know.
Well, I feel like orange is closer to the yellow, like darker yellow.
True.
Yeah.
So I don't
True.
know.
I mean, we drink.
I feel like orange
drinks,
doesn't look
so
as good on
Yeah.
people though. Like green compliments a lot of people,
that I would
whereas
say
orange
that.
doesn't really compliment
I-
a lot of people
I
either.
would say that. Yeah.
That's true.
Yep.
Maybe
And snake
this St.
green,
Patrick's
that's a
Day.
stretch. Never mind.
Maybe this St. Patrick's Day I'm gonna have to rock
Break
some
out your
orange and try an orange beer
That's right. And you tell
instead.
Yeah.
people if they pinch
You
you,
dress up as the
back off.
Right?
yeah. Lay
Okay.
down the history for them. The
Yeah.
history and
That's
shit.
right. History and
History
shit.
and
Right
shit.
for him. Yeah.
I'm gonna educate you.
That needs to be
So-
on the orange shirt, history and shit.
History
Yeah.
and shit. That's gonna be our new
yes.
merch.
Yes.
All right, so drinking green beer doesn't come about until when do you guys think?
I'm gonna go with no, that's prohibition. Late 1800s.
1854.
No,
Oh,
1854.
specific.
the 20th century.
What?
Yes.
See,
Dang.
I should have stuck with my original answer. I was gonna go with the early 1900s. Then I
Mhm.
was like, no, that's prohibition.
Yeah,
What
no,
the
it's
hell?
not until the 20th century that starts
Wow.
being a thing.
Huh.
All right,
That's
so what
crazy.
is one of the other big traditions that we know about? Monica, you know this one because our friend Christine went and saw it in
Chicago?
Chicago,
Oh, Die in the River Green.
Diane the River Green.
Yeah.
Did you know they do that,
Oh
Cam?
my gosh. I've seen that before.
Yep.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
Okay, so when do we think that started?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
If
Wait.
drinking green beer wasn't
we-
until the 21st century or 20th century, then
Yeah, I
I'm
was
going
thinking, Monica, do we think before or after green beer?
I'm going after green beer.
Okay.
Okay. They thought small and went on a larger scale.
That's
Right.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm also thinking post World War II.
Oh, okay.
I like the specific. I
I'm-
like the specificity of your responses today. It's I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Cam is
I'm
correct.
thinking like 1972.
Very close, actually.
Oh,
Very
dang.
close. 1962.
Oh.
Whoa! See, I shoot very accurately, but whether or not
I
it's
like it though.
actually there,
I like it though.
yeah,
Cam,
very headstrong.
do you know what accurate means?
Nope, and I said that wrong, and I was hoping everybody wouldn't have picked up on it, but they did, and so now I'm embarrassed. And I appreciate that.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And then
It was a
I
fantastic
retroactively
movie reference.
in the same sentence debunked the word accurate. I was
Yes.
like, I was accurate, but it wasn't the same.
So
Oh,
Cam
that's
was
awesome.
drinking green beer before this show.
Yes.
All right, so funny enough, this whole like Green River thing in Chicago was actually kind of an accident.
I've heard that before. I
Oh.
haven't heard like details on it, but I've heard that it was like it was a happy accident. They stumbled upon it
They
type of
did.
situation.
Yep. So the city was looking for leaks in sewer pipes, and to trace it, they added a green
Ew.
dye.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say the sewer was green.
Oh.
No, but they were
Eh.
trying to like
Huh.
sewer was getting into the river,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, where's it coming from?
Right.
So let's add some dye. And it happened to be green dye. And then they were like, hey, this is
This
like
is
the
kind of
perfect green for
fun.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And so the
That's
plumbers
cool.
union started dyeing the river green every year.
Very
I wonder how
nice.
many people do they like jump in or something? Or no?
Well,
you
now
can't
they
jump
do,
into
yeah,
that.
because it's
Yeah.
just a vegetable dye.
Uh-huh.
So it's
Oh,
not
okay.
yeah. It's not sewer, if that's what you're
It's,
thinking.
it's not toxic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna get back to our leprechauns,
Okay.
our leprechaun chickens. as it were. Do I have a picture of a leprechaun? I do. Are you ready for this? It's
Does
an
it look like
actual
St. Patrick?
representation of a leprechaun.
It looks like St. Patrick.
Oh, that brought back memories of watching the movie, the
Oh
Leprechaun movie.
Oh.
Oh my god,
no!
That was
Meg's
crazy.
just shaking her head. No. No.
everything.
Just
If you haven't seen the
nope.
Leprechaun, please
Nope
go
right
watch
away.
all of the Leprechaun movies.
Please do not watch before bed.
No,
No.
literally. Nightmare
Oh,
fuel.
no.
Not gonna lie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they had like the newest one was like very like hyper realistic Leprechaun where it was
I
like a
didn't-
Wendigo is.
Oh
Ooh,
no! I didn't watch
Yeah,
it,
it was-
so I will
it
not
was
be watching
scurry.
it. No, thank you.
Yeah. Scurry.
All right, so leprechauns. There isn't really a connection between leprechauns and St. Patrick at all.
Okay.
Okay. So they come from Celtic folklore. And are you guys ready? When did this come into effect, you think? Give me a time frame. Give
The
me an
leprechaun?
accurate time frame.
Accurate? Okay.
An
the
accurate or
leprechaun
precise?
as a
Give me an accurate range. How about that?
Okay.
Let's see. Celtic
I-
folklore.
I'm feeling 1547.
Okay.
I'm feeling
with the
1547.
1700s. I'm going with
Locking
the
it in.
1700s. Yep.
Both way off.
Dang it! It's way before that, huh?
No.
What?
It's apparently Walt Disney who brings the leprechaun into our St. Patrick's Day celebrations.
Whoa.
Mhm.
But
That's crazy.
the idea,
But they've always been a
the I-
part of it. Like,
right. The idea of leprechaun is before that, though,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah, no.
The
Oh,
stories
yeah,
of
yeah.
okay.
It just wasn't associated with
Associated with
St. Patrick's Day at
okay.
all, or St. Patrick. Yeah. It's always been
Huh.
associated with like Ireland, but that's basically
That's what I
how
was
it
like.
got in. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's why I was like, wait a minute, you're telling me leprechaun is
No.
new for thinking about
No.
history?
Just
No,
the
Walt
association
Disney,
with.
yeah. No, Walt
with
Disney
St.
did
Patrick's
not
Day.
make up leprechauns.
Thank God. Okay.
But in 1959, yeah, he released
No
a movie
accuracy.
called Darby O'Gill and the Little People, and it's about this Irishman and the leprechauns. And because it's like Irish folklore,
Yeah.
leprechauns got lumped into our celebrations. Basically, people, what they did is they took whatever they knew was Irish and they're like, here, we're gonna
St.
do
Patrick's
this for
Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah,
Irish holiday.
Right.
exactly. Mhm.
Wow.
And a lot of this stuff actually originated here in the States.
Right.
And then the only reason that Ireland does it now is for the tourists.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
But
That's
they didn't
smart.
come up with most of this.
Right.
They're like, okay, he's our patron saint. We're gonna have some food. They're
Right.
not like, we're gonna
They're
run
like,
around and wear green and we're gonna wear
Yeah,
these
we're like,
clothes. Yeah. No.
Also, I think Americans just look for any and every excuse to add alcohol to a celebration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So guys, I want to talk about leprechauns for a second. And I want to give a
Please
shout
do.
out to our Mobile listeners, Mobile, Alabama. Woo woo! I got a lot of family down there. Got a lot of friends down there. This is a story from 2006. Oh, look, Ditty came to be my co-host today.
I did the cat.
About the Crichton leprechaun in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay.
Okay. And apparently there's this leprechaun that was seen in this Crichton neighborhood. It was seen in the middle of the night in this tree, and it would disappear when a light was shined on it. There's an actual news clip out there, and I cannot show you because I do not have permissions to show you. I will put it in the comments because you have to watch this if you don't know about it. But the news clip is hilarious.
Oh my
It's
god.
one of the funniest things I've ever seen. So I sent you guys a song that also was made from said news clip. And I think my favorite part was when the lady was like, no, it was a crackhead.
Yeah.
Why are there not memes of this?
That's a good
Literally.
question. There should be.
Because I feel like it should have blown up with the lady who's like, there was a fire.
Yeah.
We ain't got time for that.
Time for that.
Right?
Yes. Thank you.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Or the hide your children, hide your wife.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Remember that guy? Yeah.
She belongs on a pedestal with those queens of comedy.
Absolutely. So shout out to Mobile. But yeah,
and people who make memes, start making memes with that. Go for it.
Absolutely. Yeah. We need to see that. All right, guys. So there is the story of St. Patrick and his day.
Huh.
I am definitely more well informed.
Yes. I did learn.
And I will work on my accuracy.
Please do. You need
the
to
precision is there. It's just the accuracy that needs some work.
Right.
Can you imagine if Cam was the guy who was shooting the arrow over the World Trade Center at Towers?
Oh my god.
No,
No.
no, I could not.
They'd still be looking for
Yeah.
it.
Oh man.
Uh.
All right, everybody. So I want you to stay safe on the holiday.
Yes, enjoy responsibly.
Yes. Do not drive home. Uber.
Buy yourself a
Yes.
Shamrock Shake,
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
or don't.
Or don't.
Or don't.
They're all right.
They're just all right.
Who knows what they put in there?
Yeah. I don't. Hey, let's say that if you can find a McDonald's that has an ice cream machine working, then you're in good shape.
There you go.
True
Yeah.
story.
Then
Yeah.
you've hit the jackpot. You
And
found.
You
better
have
stock
found the
up.
gold.
Yes. And you better
Yeah.
stock up.
That's right. Yeah. And if
Oh
my
my
mobile
God.
friends find that leprechaun, we need the story.
Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely
And
need
we
that
would love to
story.
have him on.
Yeah.
We would. Yes.
We'd
And
like
we
to
need
have
your
a guest
sketches.
appearance.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
Absolutely.
right, everybody. Stay green and petty, my friends. Happy St.
Woohoo.
Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patty's Day.
Whoop, whoop.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Monica, our guest hosts, and listeners for getting into the petty details with me today. Stay petty, my friends.